everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I kind of had this idea that I would do my quarantine makeup routine, I think is how I'm gonna word that. What prompted me to come up with this is due to the fact that every day that we go to work, or most people that are currently going to work due to the virus, that everybody has to wear masks. So pretty much to my knowledge, I'm positive that every workplace, if you're the worker, you have to wear a mask or wear gloves, or have to do a little bit more sanitary procedures than you probably normally would, you know, like wearing a mask and things like that, or having sanitizer available in every, you know, possible part of the store or wherever you work. So I figured that I would kind of show you my routine, at least with that. And you know, for a while it felt like I just didn't want to wear makeup, and you know, it's just a lot of work, and you know, it just kind of got into a little funk. But with, you know, quarantine happening and us going back to work and everything like that, I've decided that I'm gonna do my makeup. And it seems more fun because I don't have to do my whole face, I don't have to contour as much, I don't have to really do anything unless I'm actually going somewhere. Then I'll, you know, go to work and then come home and then just do the rest of my face or touch up my makeup, which is kind of cool. If you hear the jingling, it's my cat. So I figured it would be kind of cool. Now, granted, I know that we're not in quarantine per se, but pretty much you just want to keep your distance from people, about 6 to 8 feet sometimes, or at least 6 feet, not necessarily 8, but you know, 6 to 8 feet pretty much. You want to, you know, sanitize your hands, don't touch your face, wear a mask in case you are sick, or, you know, at risk of giving somebody something that you may or may not have, or may not know that you have. So I kind of wanted to give my tips and tricks with my whole quarantine, you know, routine, which would be kind of cool. So I do have my mask here. I have plenty of these, obviously, and I did my hair, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So I guess we'll just jump into the video and go from there. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of tuck my hair back. Hey. So typically when wearing the mask, it kind of stays right here, and my mom made my mask, but it typically stays right here and it covers this whole area. Now, a lot of this doesn't seem to be an issue with me skin wise, but under here it'll get kind of red, and I am aware that I have pores, but they're not crazy. Like, I don't look like a strawberry most of the time, but wearing it with all this heat, you're not really breathing in air. It's just all this stuff after you breathe out, and it starts creating all this heat and this like friction with rubbing on your skin with like the cotton or one of those disposable ones. It's not really comfortable, and typically it's not ideal. We're not really supposed to be, like, you know, most of the time we're not really supposed to be wearing anything like that obstructing our face, but given the situation, we now have to. So I will always do my skincare every day and then every night, and I will wear my mask when necessary. So pretty much when I go into the store, or if I'm going to work, I'm required to wear one. But for the most part, I don't wear it when I don't need to. Like if I'm just going outside for a walk, if I'm going for a drive, anything like that really. Because I just want to, you know, make people feel comfortable, but I also want to, you know, keep my distance, but it feels comfortable now, like if that makes sense. Like I feel like I can't not wear a mask almost. Going to work, you know, you never know how long you're gonna work, or depending on, you know, where you work or what your shifts are like. So I put my mask on, and then you're just creating all this heat, which is opening up your pores. Like if you go into a sauna, so it's just gonna open everything up, and then your pores are gonna suck everything in, or it feels like your face is kind of like oily or sweaty because it's just forcing all this heat and making your skin very, like, I don't want to say it, but moist. All right, so I don't want to make this like a full-blown skincare routine because I would love to do a video on that separately, but pretty much I'm just going to exfoliate my face a little bit, and then I'm going to put some under eye peels on. When I put my mask on, it's like all right here, and I want to take care of my skin as much as possible, especially if that's, this is my cat. You've maybe seen her once or twice. He's so annoying. I'll take you outside, I promise. I have, for my under eyes, it's the Fortify, they spell it like eye, firming eye patches, and these are by PIXI, and I think these cost about $24 in that range before tax, and it comes with like a little spoon. Pretty much I'm gonna leave this on while I do my makeup, and because it's just my eyes and my eyebrows, but I want to leave this on And I think you want to leave them on for like at least 10 minutes. It's not going to hurt if you left it on longer. So I'm going to leave these on for a little bit and I'll take them off. And I do want to say, as a tip, when you do your skincare and then you're going to go put on your mask, let your skincare soak into your skin for a little bit. Like, don't just put on moisturizer and then slap a mask on, because it's not gonna feel great, and your skincare is not gonna be able to settle into the skin because you're gonna create all this heat and then it's just gonna feel like it's moving around your face. So give your skin time to absorb everything and then go ahead and put on your mask. And then I'm going to take my exfoliating peels. They're for, it says, swipes away pore clogging dirt and oil. I really do like these. This is by Clean and Clear. I think these are about $6 to $8, somewhere around there. We'll take this, and this will dry out my skin, obviously, like you're exfoliating, so it's getting everything off. But I will moisturize and put a serum on and all that good stuff, because I don't want any buildup or anything, which, you know, I think these ones you can use every day. Yeah, it says use daily, but you know, you're gonna get the dead skin off, you're gonna, you know, get all the dirt and stuff in your pores. So just cleaning your skin in general, I think, is really good with having to wear a mask all the time. I get just underneath my chin. I know this sounds pretty basic, and just get everywhere. I don't know if you can really see it, but there's like just a little bit of dirt. And I do cleanse my face every day, and sometimes I'll actually double cleanse. It's just a me thing. And I have this like red dot here on my forehead. My face was getting kind of bumpy for some reason. I think I was touching it a lot or something, so I scratched my face because I felt a bump, and then it just got red and irritated. So let's just ignore her. Like I said, if I'm looking this way or down, I mean, you'll pretty much see a mirror in my hand, but I have a mirror right here. So I'm gonna jump into brows. And like always, I'm going to use my Anastasia Dip Brow here in medium brown. I've literally never used anything besides this once I started using this. Now, I always will wet the tip of my angled brush, whatever brush I am using, which is typically angled. I just used my Mario Badescu spray just to wet that down. Now, I'm going to skim past this a little bit, but for the most part, you'll see me kind of do my brows because this takes forever, and my eyebrows are funky, as I've stated numerous times. My eyebrows are funky, as I've said numerous times, so I don't really think anybody wants to watch that. My eyebrows need to be totally cleaned up. Yeah, see, I've got the basic shape down, but let's just skim past this. I do think, though, that I want to do a skincare routine video. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do that. Okay, so my eyebrows are on. And what I typically like to do is use the Anastasia brow gel right here. It's just like a tinted color. I honestly really don't know what this is called. I think it rubbed off if it was on here, but it came in like a kit. This brow gel, tiny little brush. It really does lock in your brows. I go over the main part of my eyebrow. So I've exfoliated my face just to kind of touch base. Exfoliated the face, I have my eye peels on, and then after the fact, once my eyes are done and my eyebrows, like that, my whole eye area is kind of set, I usually will slip on my mask once my skincare and everything has been applied, so then my skin can feel healthy and soak in everything. And then after work, I will take it off immediately and then do my skincare and everything like that and treat my skin. Like a tip, I will use a face mask of some form or fashion, whether it's firming, cleaning pores. I'll usually kind of switch it up, obviously, for like my skin needs, but I use mask at least 2 times a week max. I will never do more than that because too much can be too much, you know? So that's, I mean, you want to take care of your skin constantly, or take biotin to help take care of your hair, nails, and skin inside as well as out. So now for eyes, I'm going to use my P. Louise base here in 0.5. It's this guy right here, if you can see it because it's very bright. It's like it's a little bit lighter than the one I was using before. The brighter the base, the more the pigment looks vibrant. So I'm just going to use this dome brush like I always do for this. I am so sorry, my cat is just everywhere. Take a little bit on the back here, and I will just get close. But usually you want to pat this on, and I will start kind of there and right where the ball of my eye crease dips in. All right, so now I got the one eye. I'm just gonna quickly jump over to the others and then we'll start with shadow. So now for eyeshadow. I decided that I'm gonna use the Conspiracy palette right here. Now, I haven't done a review or anything on it, but I've used it a bunch of times and I'm pretty sure there are like a ton of them out there. So, I'm not really gonna walk you through this. It's not like it's a makeup tutorial with like my eyeshadow. So I'm just gonna kind of, you know, do whatever. I'll even mention the shades, but you know, it's nothing crazy. I do have my color switch off to the side here that I do clean the excess stuff off my brush. I'm gonna take my Morphe 505 brush right here. I'm just gonna dip into Tanacon. Shadows are very powdery, but I do like this palette nonetheless. So I'm just gonna kind of buff this in here. So I'm just kind of focusing this on the crease part, but ever since having to wear a mask, there's really no need to do the bottom of my face, just because no matter what you use, wearing a face mask for like 6 to 8 hours and having that on really does warm up your foundation, and then it just gets on the mask and it's just not really ideal. I'm pretty sure there's probably a makeup routine or makeup steps that you could do to keep it from like budging, but realistically it just doesn't make sense. But I mean, do you, so no judgment, but there's just no point. But you know, I also do find it easier to do just my eyes and my brows. Makes for a quick makeup routine. But I guess going into this, I have no idea what makeup look I wanted to do. I just know that I wanted to use the Conspiracy palette. Now I'm gonna dip into Diet Root Beer, which is a slightly darker brown. Slightly, it's very warm. And I'm just gonna kind of build this up towards the inner part, but by the time it gets to this, it's just a little lighter. So I just wanna buff that in. I feel like when I don't know what I wanna do makeup-wise, I will typically just gravitate to like, I would say neutral look, but that usually never happens. I'm like, I'll just do a natural look, and then I just got like orange and pink and almost every color out there on my face at that point. But I don't know. I've been doing some pretty cool looks for work, so I will kind of flick it just a little bit. There is a shade called Spiraling in here that looks like a chocolatey kind of brown, but also gray. I'm gonna take my Chanel blender brush here, my favorite brush. I honestly just need to get more of these. And then just take it to the outside. And then keep it concentrated on this outer part of my eye. And just use it a little bit at a time. Yeah, it's kind of making this a little darker. I really do enjoy this palette. The colors are so pretty. I'm gonna do it on the other side. It's like a nice, I don't know, like gray brown, if that makes sense. And typically I don't really put too much on the bottom just because my mask goes up pretty high. So I'm thinking there is sleep paralysis or just a theory, and just a theory is like this pretty, it's like a champagne kind of a color. I don't know if you can see this really, like a champagne. So what I'm going to actually do, this is pretty blended. I am going to just take my finger, and normally I cut my crease just because my eye shape looks, I feel like it just complements my face a little better and gives me more of a lid, a visible lid with my almond shaped eyes. It just looks better to me. But I will kind of just take my finger right here, right where it like, you know, where it kind of pockets, and just kind of push it and then drag it, obviously very softly. I don't want to hurt my eyes. I'm just going to take a small brush. This is my GH42, and I'm just going to take a little bit of ranch and put it in my inner corner, because this will help brighten up whatever color I do decide. And I'm thinking that neon, like it's like a lime kind of a color. And then take that Just a Theory champagne shade and make sure the under part of my brows are highlighted as well. And then I'm gonna take Food Videos here And I'm not gonna tap off the excess. I'm just gonna put a little bit in that area and pretty much just top that off. So next, I'm just gonna go ahead and pop on my liner, lashes, and mascara, and then just come right back. So now that I just put like wispy ones on, but now that my eyes are pretty much complete, I will, this is like sticking, I will take these off now and stockpiling everything. All right, so I kind of just rub in the rest of it towards my eye because I know it leaves a little bit of a, you know, little dewy residue. And now I'm just gonna take my Hourglass Stick Foundation in Linen, and I'm just gonna take a little bit and try to dab it right here. I know it's not gonna totally take it away, but I do wanna try to make it a little less red. And not that I need to cover up my beauty mark or anything, but just put a little bit there. So pretty much gone, and I haven't done foundation or anything like that, nor will I, obviously, because I wear a mask. So this is pretty much what it's gonna look like. I will just throw it on for the sake of the look. So I will put it on like this. And that's pretty much what I look like all day. So it pretty much covers a big portion, but yeah, so this is kind of still settling in, and then I will put a little bit of moisturizer and serum on my face, let that sit in, and when I'm ready to go, I will then put that on when I get to work and then have my temperature checked and everything like that. So that is the final video. The eyes aren't anything super crazy. Very simple because I wanted this little pop of color to kind of come into view or be the star of the show, but you know. So that's pretty much it. This is my quarantine makeup routine to go to work, or at least to work, because my face is totally covered, so that's pretty much all you see, and I don't really need to cover it up with wearing a mask, so, or I'm wearing a mask, so it's being covered up. But that's pretty much it. Super simple, and usually I switch up the eye looks, or sometimes they're more colorful, but I've been more inclined to do my makeup since I don't have to do the rest of it. But anyways, guys, I hope that kind of helps you in some way, maybe with the tips and tricks or something, or anything with your skincare. But yeah, wearing the masks can definitely irritate your skin, especially those oily skin types out there. It's not really fun to wear a mask, and it's going to irritate your skin probably more beyond belief than you would have thought, because of, you know, who saw this coming. But yeah, that is pretty much the look. That is the routine, the simple everyday work quarantine look, or however you want to call it. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to be a part of the family, if you just want to support. Oh my gosh, you can just hear her. Yep, and she's in the blinds. Well, I should probably go take my cat for a walk before she annoys the crap out of me. So I hope to see you guys in the next video. So be safe, wear those masks, just wash your hands, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.